Welcome to Explore Travel TV. My name is David L. Peters, and today's going to be something a little bit different. I have some trips planned coming up soon, and it's going to be a long flights because we're going over the seas into different countries, which the videos will be coming after I get back, so pay attention to that coming up in July and August. But I am also trying to lose weight and trying to stay healthy, trying to eat healthier. And, the foods in the airports are either not healthy or they're also very expensive on the plane. We're going to be doing things like that. So what I did is I went out to try to find some of the healthier snack type foods that I can bring along with me because I'm working on doing the losing the weight and I'm exercising and things like that. I wanted stuff that was good, high in protein, low in sugar, not necessarily carbs, but I'll show you what I mean with that because some things like fruit and natural vegetables have carbs, but I wanted to find stuff that had no added sugar, wanted some healthier foods, some healthier options, that kind of stuff. Now, I did follow a lot of other YouTube videos for some snack ideas, and also I follow a couple of health gurus, and they go through and they look at a lot of these different foods. I think I found some. I only went to Costco and Winco. Winco's a grocery store here locally to me in Las Vegas. I didn't do the Whole Foods. I didn't do the Trader Joe's. I didn't do any of those kind of things. But this is just what I found at kind of some local places. Again, just Costco and Winco pretty much. I'm going to go through each one and show you a little bit about them and their nutritional values and that kind of stuff and my thinking behind it. So let's dive in and take a look at each one of these and I'll let you know what I think about it. Okay, first up is the organic seaweed. Now, this is kind of a baked or roasted seaweed. It's crunchy, it's salty, and there's only like 20 calories in this package. So it's really lightweight as well as it might help me with that little crunch and saltiness to it. It's 20 calories. It says 5 servings per pack. Okay, so I don't know about you, but I'd be eating this whole pack, so keep that in mind. It says 5 servings per pack. It's only 20 calories times 5 because you're going to eat the whole pack. There is some sodium to it, but there's 1 gram of protein, no sugars, no carbs, nothing on that. Look, it's pretty simple, pretty easy. The ingredients: organic seaweed, organic sunflower oil, organic sesame oil, and sea salt. Contains sesame on there. So that is the ingredients for this. I like these things, and they should be easy to travel. Okay, next up at that local grocery store is they have a big bulk section, and they had these dried vegetables. They're basically all vegetables, but they're like vegetable chips. And so I took a picture of the nutrients levels on it. I will show the picture of that. I don't remember exactly what it was. Now the vegetables have carbs to it. It has more carbs because it's all vegetables, but there's no sugars added. There's some seasonings. It's crispy. It is savory. These things are so good. I actually did buy a small bit of it to try it. I went back to Winco to buy more for this trip. Now, because it's in bulk, you're going to have this big old pack. If you're not careful, you're going to eat this whole thing. I sure would. So what I'm going to do with some of these larger volume type things is I'm going to put them in individually portioned out Ziplocs. Now, of course, I can always grab 2 or 3 Ziplocs, but hopefully I will not. I will try to limit myself to it so I can pace myself through it. But anyways, these are nice because there's like carrots and beans and sweet potatoes and looks like zucchini. There's even, beets in there. Lots of stuff, lots of really good vegetables. So again, they taste really good. So I'm bringing these along. Next up is the lightly salted rice cakes. Now, these are pretty decent. This is the no flavors or anything like that. I usually like putting peanut butter and whatnot on it. But it makes a nice little crunchy. That's my downfall is the carbs, sweet and crunchy. So they do take up some space but they're lightweight. But it's not too bad. Let's take a look at the nutrients on these. Okay, one cake is 35 calories. There's pretty much nothing else in it. Some sodium, 7 grams of carbs, and really much no protein or anything in there. And this is whole grain brown rice and salt. That's it. There's no other crazy funky stuff inside of this. So it looks like it's a pretty good, nutritious, and it'll probably keep you full. Okay, now one of my favorites is I love nuts and I love macadamia nuts. Now, macadamia nuts are one of the most healthiest nuts you can get according to the gurus that I follow. But it is also high in fat, but it's a good fat. And this is just the natural sea salt. Sea salt, macadamia nuts. That's it. Nothing else added to it. If you get the flavored ones, they add all the sugars and all the oils and all this other weird kind of stuff. So let's take a look at this one real quick. Now, there's 3.5 servings per container, and this is one big pack. So again, I'm gonna have to separate this out, or else I'll be eating the whole pack. And it's 230 calories, so it is a lot of calories in here. Now, you can see the 25 grams of total fat. Sodium, carbs is 4 grams, 1 gram of sugar, and so forth. Let's see, what does this say? Ingredients: macadamia nuts, macadamia nut oil, and sea salt. And that's it. So, you know, if you eat these in some moderation, because they are high in calories, and that's because of the fat content of it, you will be fine. But there's a lot of other great nutrients and oils and fats and things. Again, it's all technical stuff that I am not certified to even talk to you about. I like them. I think they're good. We're going to bring them along. Okay, now I'm going to bring some of these protein bars. This is the Kirkland brand protein bars. There are lots of different types of protein bars out there. Some are better for you than others. Again, according to some of the gurus, the muscle building kind of guys, fitness guys, these are not too bad. They actually taste really good as well. And they're not chocolate coated, so if it's hot out, it's not gonna like melt gooey, but they will get kind of gooey. But I wanted some extra protein, so let's dive into some of the protein stuff. Now these are two different flavors. Well, I got the cookies and cream one and the chocolate peanut butter chunk. These are so good. 170 calories, 180 calories. You can see cholesterol, sodium, carbs, 22 grams of carbs, fibers. There's a lot of fiber in it, so that kind of counteracts the carbohydrates. Total sugars is 2 grams, so it's not very much added grams. It looks like it's both on the same. 21 and 22 grams of protein. Ton of protein for your calorie count, which I'm looking to do because I've been exercising and I'm trying to build my muscles and so forth. But those look really nice. I like them. They taste good. Or throwing those in the bag. Okay, and speaking of protein, I got some beef jerky because as some of you may know, the beef jerky is really good in protein, but you got to be careful which kinds you get because a lot of the ones that are flavored have a lot of sugar, like teriyaki and things like that. Now, there's a couple brands, I actually bought like several of them here, that have 0 added sugar. Now, there's going to be natural stuff into it as well. But let's just take one of these at the time. The Archer grass-fed beef jerky classic 0 sugar. Let's take a look at that. It says 70 calories. Well, first of all, 2 servings per container. So this one little container is you get like 1 ounce each. So this is 2 ounces. You get half of this is a serving. Again, you got to watch how much you eat them, or else you're gonna do the whole thing. 70 calories. Let's see what some of this sodium, total carbs, no added sugars, like no sugars at all. And 12 grams of protein, so that has got a lot of protein in it. For the ingredients, grass-fed beef, water, mushrooms, that's interesting, mushrooms, sunflower oil, apple cider vinegar, organic chickpea miso, blah, 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 garlic powder, salt, onion, black pepper, liquid smoke, paprika, rosemary. So it looks like there's a lot of good stuff in here. It doesn't look like there's really any words I can't pronounce, these preservatives and stuff. So as long as you can read this stuff without too many issues, you should be okay. So that one looks really good and hearty as well. Next one is the Tillamook. This is the Tillamook 0 sugar original to it. So let's take a look at this one here. 1 ounce serving size. So you get a few pieces. It's going to be kind of a small bit. I will break this up into smaller bags. This one's got a little kind of high in sodium. It's about twice as much as the other one, but it has 14 grams of protein, no sugars, which is nice. So beef, gluten-free soy sauce, beef broth, flavorings, vinegar, cultured celery powder, blah, 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 blah. And that's it. So garlic, salt. So it seems also very good, very more natural, I guess, and hearty. Beef jerky with a lot of protein, so we're gonna give this one a try as well. And here's another one from Archer's. These are their little beef sticks, and this one has 0 sugar in it as well. Again, you want to make sure you do that. What's nice is these are individually wrapped. You can take a bunch of them, put them in your bag, pull out one at a time. There you go. So this is how big they are. They're mini sticks. This is as big as you get it here, so it's about what, maybe 4 inches or so. And let's see the stats. 45 calories for one stick. 4 grams of protein, so it doesn't have a whole lot of protein compared to the other beef jerky. But there's also no sugars in it and that kind of thing. And it might be a nice, simple, easy snack. Again, grass-fed beef, water, sea salt, citric acid, culture powder, dehydrated garlic, pepper, cherry powder, coriander, or all in nutmeg. There's a lot of flavors to it. That's it. Again, no weird names of preservatives, that kind of stuff. Grass-fed beef. I'm excited to try these little things here from Archer. But for traveling, hello, simple, easy, packed for you, for your kids, whatever. Put them in there. You can put it in your pocket. It's not going to melt, that kind of thing. Super nice. Let's take these on a trip with us. Okay, looks like I have one more item that I did find to take with me. Now, I'm not taking all of this, the whole bags. I'm going to separate up in little pieces. Again, it's going to be for the flight. It's going to be for in between traveling and stuff like that. I will be eating food. Don't worry. In these other countries that I'm going to, I do like to enjoy their cooking, their culinary experience. I just want it as healthy as I can for snacks for on the train during the transportation, the planes, the buses, trains, any of that kind of stuff there. So the last one is organic dried mangoes. Now this one is no sugar added. You got to be really careful with the dried fruits because a lot of times they put a lot of sugar, and some of them, I was looking, the labels were a lot, tons, like 21 grams of sugar in some dried fruit. It's ridiculous. This one is organic, so if you're into organic stuff, that is good too. Now the mangoes are high in carbs. So let's look at it here. 28 servings, so a half a cup, 140 calories. You can see the carbs. Total carbs is 34 grams. Now, 2 dietary fiber. Total sugars is 24 grams. So there's a lot of sugar in this. But look at the no added sugar. There's absolutely no added sugar. The sugar that comes from this and the carbs is because it's fruit. It's fruit. It's natural fruit. Just like eating fruit, an apple, that kind of stuff. That fruit has that kind of stuff in it. But this is dried, so it's easier to take with me. Now, of course, I'm going to definitely separate this out into packs because there's a lot in this. This is Costco. This is a jumbo bag. But the ingredients, organic dried mangoes. That's it. That's all. Nothing else. There's no preservatives, no sugars, no salts, nothing. Just dried mangoes. That's it. Pure and simple. I love mangoes. This is really good. Again, if you're working on the low carb thing, this is not going to work for you because it's really high in carbs. But sometimes having that good natural energy is going to be good for me, for what I'm looking to do. So I'm looking forward to this. So that was a lot of snacks. I will pack up these into little bits and pieces and not take all of it with me because I won't need to do that. But I hope that you were able to find some of these things that you might be interested in. When you're traveling, try to stay a little healthy if you can. To do that, one more thing of advice for traveling that you want to do is grab yourself a water bottle. And when you get to the airport, make sure it's empty because, as you know, we still can't take liquids through the check-in points and that stuff there. So we always bring in an empty bottle for water. Drink a lot of water when you travel, especially if you are on the planes and things like that. Now, I do kind of not drink as much water because that makes me have to go pee-pee. And then getting up on the plane and if depending on where your seats are and waiting and I just don't like doing that. So I try to limit my water, but I end up dehydrated. Not a very good thing. It's always tough to do. And of course I have my little sticker on this. It's customized bottle. But this bottle is really nice because it's easy to do and fill. It has a straw in it. So if you prefer to have a straw just to sip it instead of having to do this drinky thing, and this locks into place like that. Press the button, it opens up, and you can actually lock it and double lock it, so it's not even going to open. This will keep it from spilling in your backpack. It even has a little built-in carabiner hook kind of thing, if you can see that. so you can hook it onto a belt loop or a backpack or anything like that. Very nice. This is by Contigo. This is one of our favorite water bottles. I'll leave a link down below if you're interested in picking one of these up. They have all kinds of them there. So definitely stay a lot hydrated. That's going to help you on your travel as well. But that is it. My little nutritional snack travel advice and bits. One more thing is, again, I am going on this trip. So we're going to go to Scotland and Ireland. It's going to be a 17-day tour. It's a guided tour, so we got a big bus that's going to take us everywhere. We got the hotels covered and most of the events. Excursions are covered and food's covered. It's going to be a fantastic trip, and yes, I will be filming every single day. I'm not sure if I want to do a daily vlog of every place we go or just put out a highlight tour of it. I will probably do that anyways if I do the daily. What do you think? Tell me down below what kind of content you want to see on my travels for that specific trip, as well as you want me to do daily vlogs? I will have that footage to do that for you so you can see each spot. Then I come home, and a day and a half later, I end up flying to Greece. I'm doing a mega yacht Greek island tour. I have never been on a ship this small. This is a cruise ship, but it only holds 72 passengers. That Alaska one that I did, if you didn't watch that video, check out the Alaska video, had 4,200 passengers. This next cruise on the Greek islands is going to have a maximum of 72 if it's full. So there's only like 31 cabins on this. Super excited. It's a once-in-a-lifetime trip on a mega yacht. Stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of travel videos coming out in August because it's going to take me, I'm gone all of July. When I get back in August, I'll put all these videos together and put them out for you. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy that. Let me know down below what kind of content you'd like to see on those trips. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Remember, life is short, so live it and travel more when you can. And we'll see you next time.